Hello again, everybody. Tonight's update. I got this done yesterday, this far, and forgot to post a video. So out here in the shop, getting ready to go on the next step. I'll go ahead and describe that now. Need to clean up all the markings and so forth on the smoke box, and I'm going to start pounding in the little drive screws. And also, I need to replace inside the smoke box. You can see that I've got some 540 screws that are holding the brass joining plate in place, so I'll be replacing those with 540 button head stainless nuts and bolts, and those along the outside here. And while I'm talking about that, I guess that's one of the cool things I just realized. I've been thinking about the difficulty it'll be in the next steps with making the header box and the fittings for the dry pipe that come out. And I've got this nice hunk of brass waiting here patiently for its turn to become those fittings. And I realized that I noticed on the prints here, it says Smokebox splits on center line. Of course, we knew that. Top half to be removed for cleaning. So that's going to be handy. I've got the bolts on the top and the bottom. I'll be able to unbolt the top from the bottom and use that to my advantage. Here's the rear of the smoke box. As you can see, there's just not a lot of room in between the venturi tube there and where the front flue sheet will be. In fact, let me measure that. I hadn't measured that yet, but what is it? You know, 1.5 inches there. Of course, the front flue sheet is set in about a 1/2 inch or so. There's not a ton of room there for all those parts, but I'll be able to remove the top half of the smoke box and just have the bottom half bolted in place on the saddle here to work on those fittings and the connections that go down to the cylinder supply lines. Anyway, so here's where we are so far tonight, and oh, I did want to show one more thing. For these, of course, I've shown the fixture I made that Fred had suggested for drilling the holes, the rivet holes around the round parts. Also last night I made this straight drilling jig with a hole every 1/2 inch. There's 12 holes that go in between the two sides in a straight line, you know, on the lower halves, and then there's 6 upper ones that you can see that has the blue stripe, so I just use every other one. But having the straight jig and being able to clamp it in place on either side was very, very helpful and made shorter work of getting those holes drilled and having them all in a nice straight line. So next time you see this, hopefully it'll have little beads all over the place where the rivets are, and then the round head bolts inside the brass joining plate. So thanks for watching. I will keep you posted.